1 hour. He took a long time for him to come back. But this guy was probably waiting for him. So when the old man came out, he asked me, what is this? What is this, Maulana? Yeah, we made me wait for such a long time. So the answer which he gave was something worth noting. He said, look, I was helpless. In the sense, the thing which did not make you come inside, did not allow you to come inside, the thing which was stopping you from coming inside, was stopping me from going outside. The thing which was stopping you, which stopped you from coming inside the mosque, was not allowing me to go outside the mosque. So that means you understand that for a person, this is what is called as hidayah. If there is no hidayah, you can't do anything. That's why we have to ask for hidayah. And this is what we do. Every salah, every rakat, we ask hidayah. Where do we ask hidayah? This is what you are asking. If at all there is one thing which you should ask Allah Ta'ala, most important, forget food and drink and all those things, house and children and all those things, hidayah. Hidayah is something we all are yearning for. We all want hidayah. Next, in the surah, in the lesson next, we have spent more time than required in that. Okay? Fi amanillah. Actually it is amanullah. You know amanullah? You know that Amanullah Khan and Sons, that crockery fellow. But that is amanullah. This becomes because of fi. This fi is one of those 17. Fi amanillah means in Allah Ta'ala's protection. Aman. Okay? Aman. Fi amanillah. Next. When do you say this?
Amani or amani?
Amanillah. What did you say? Listen to the sound and register it in your mind. Amanullah. Fi amanillah. Yeah, fi amanillah. Don't try to read from the text. Sometimes there will be a displacement of the printing and all those things. It may lead to confusions. Yeah, it is fi amanillah. Remember the sounds and you apply the verses and whatever required of the text there. When do you say this fi amanillah?
Sure.
Today we in the session number 6th class or 7th class? Huh?
Basis.
Okay. Session 7.
Plus 7.
7 in Arabic means Sabah is 7. 7 will be Sabe. Repeat. Sabah is 7. But 7, the ordinal number. So suppose you say lesson number 7. You should say Ad-Darsu Sabe. What should you say? Ad-Darsu Sabe. Repeat.
Darsu Sabe.
Ad-Darsu Sabe. So far, Alhamdulillah, we have seen you tell me what you have learned so far, quickly, rather than me reading out. Let me see how much you remember. What all do you remember now? Tell me, quickly.
Latest video was
First thing first.
moon and single plural.
Yeah, that is, rather than telling me singular and plural, just straight away give the example. It will be easy.
Muslim also.
So remember examples. I've been telling you the umpteen number of times. Don't run behind the explanation. You go by examples. You have one example, and on the same basis you can get others too. So Muslim, huh? Feminine. First, let us go in pairs. Allah Ta'ala created everything in pairs. Huh? Muslim, Muslima. So the plural of Muslim will be? Yeah, Muslimun. And feminine? This is easier to remember and recall rather than telling all the singular and plural and dual and you don't know the word. It's no use. That's the way it happened with us when we learned Arabic. We knew all the rules, but we never knew what it is. Okay? So what is more important is, rules you will anyway learn, but then even more important is the actual words, the vocabulary. You should enrich your vocabularies. Then what did you learn? What next week? Say. What was formula number 4? How many formulas you learned so far? Yeah, use of al. What does al mean? Because Muslimun means a Muslim. But if you say want to say the Muslim will be? So your ending is?
Al-Muslimun.
You should know, what the ending is. Okay? So you should never read this as Al-Muslimun. Once you know the rule, you don't even need these vowel signs. That is the beauty. You will never read this as Muslimu, will you? No. Because you don't see the L there. Muslimun. This you will never read as Muslimun, Al-Muslimun. Because you know the rule, once it is once the Al is there is no scope for the Tanween. The Tanween goes in the single. And that is, it becomes the Muslim. Then, what does it learn? Pardon? Yeah. We read one set of pronouns. What are those? Huwa. Huwa is? How do you put it in a sentence? Huwa Muslim. Point to the right hand side, one finger, and imagine that a boy standing there, he's a Muslim, and you want to say he's a Muslim. So there is no equivalent word for is and or in Arabic. Arabic doesn't require these kind of trivial words. Is and are, and is there, are, and all those things. Right? So who are Muslim? The word was who are Muslim. The plural is who are Muslim. Hum Muslimun. So you know which word to add where. Okay? Anta Muslim. Plural will be Antum Muslimun. Anta and Antum is the combination. Anta and Antum. Then we had Ana is I. Ana Muslim. Nahnu Muslimun. Then Hiya Muslima. Hunna Muslimat. This is another set of pronouns we saw. Okay? That is, he is Muslim, they are Muslims, or you can even substitute any word here. If you want to say he is a kafir, you can say huwa kafir, hum kafirun, same formula applies. You want to say he is a zalim, oppressor, huwa zalim, hum zalimun, whatever it is. The next set of pronouns we saw was, you take any noun and you want to say his. What is the noun? How do you say his? Supposing I take this word, qalam. This qalamun, a pen. If I want to say his pen, qalamu go. Okay, plural will be same, whom will be added. Now you see the difference. This whom comes separately over here in the beginning, but then this whom gets attached. Okay, qalamuhu, qalamuhum. Then qalamuka. The word was qalamuka, and then plural will be qalamukum. My pen will be my. When you say my, add that e. Okay, qalami, qalamuna. Right? Qalamuha. Same word. Qalamuha. You use ha. Like you say her. From her you say ha. And then qalamuhunna. Qalamuhunna. Same hunna will be added here. So this also we have seen, alhamdulillah. So in these 6 classes, if you have learned this much, it is a fair deal of Arabic that you have learned, alhamdulillah. Because elsewhere, you know, when we learned, it took a long time for us to come to this level. Very, very long time. Okay? But then Allah Ta'ala has helped, made it easy for us by going through this kind of formulas and other things. Don't you forget we used the 17 particles also. I think I told you about this? Yeah. There are 17 words which bring about a change in the noun. I repeat, in the noun to start with. Elsewhere also it happens, I'll tell you later on. But in nouns. So the nouns change from, like people change the dress. In winter, they wear thick clothes, and in summer, they wear thin. But just because you change your dress, the person doesn't change inside. Okay? Example, you have words like Allahu. Okay? Some Allahi. Or some Allah. In all the 3 cases, it's Allah only. The endings are different though, but it is actually Allah. But the endings change due to some reason. They don't just happen like that. Okay, they have to be. But by default, to change something, but first there should be a condition. That condition you are going to change. To start with, there is some original form. Now you bring about change later on, right? So the original form is U, here in Allahu. But then supposing we read that word, all these words if you see, there was just Muslimun. This is the first and foremost vowel sign. There are 3 possible signs, in fact 6. Okay, the un, in and an. What are these? On sound, in sound and un sound. Similarly you have the u, e and a. So we have seen this. This is by default on nouns. Few nouns don't have this, just you don't worry, we'll know about it later. But majority of the nouns always are given this dress, the ending. Even if you don't write there, you actually see that there. Muslimun, Kitabun, Baytun, Jamalun. I had given you notes. It's all there in that. But then the moment you introduce al on that, what happens? Yeah, now that al is a purpose, like it's a cause, it's a reason why it is changing. Because if you remove the al, now what happens? It goes to the original state. Okay? So now there are 17 words as said, which are called as particles. Okay? Now one out of the 17 appears every time. Now the moment it appears, what happens is, if Muslimun is there, what are the word was there? There are 17 words that I have given you. Ba, ta, kaf, lam, waw, nan, min, ila, man, ala, an, ada, fi, and the 17 words, mun, ruba, hatta, hasha, and khalad. So these words, what will happen is, Muslimun will become, of course there should be some reason here. Okay? Li. Supposing you have the li plus Khalidun. Khalidun and Khalid. Just if you say Khalid, it's fine. But you will not know how whether it is really Khalidun or Khalidin. And even if you say li Khalid, fine. But then you should know as to what is the word saying. It is dawning. So li plus Khalidun will become what now? Li Khalidin. Li Khalidin. Because you are removing two, you substitute tanween in the tanween. If you knock off a tanween, you have to bring the other tanween. But li plus say al waladu for a boy, for the boy. The result it will be lil wala. Now it will be lil waladi because there is no tanween. You are not removing a tanween. If you remove a tanween, you introduce a tanween. That is, this tanween is substituted by this tanween, and this single vowel, that is kasra, is substitute for this. Okay, you substitute a tanween of dhamma with a tanween of kasra, and if single dhamma is substituted by a single kasra. These are the verbs we have seen. So far we have seen to this extent. This is something very important. It's very easy, but it's very, very important. Okay, so you will never just say e, or you will never just say in. That means you know out of the 6 possible conditions, you have learned this also, and you have learned this also. 4 dresses. How to apply this? Any of these 4 dresses? When and how? You know this now. If you have any doubts, please ask me, because you should not make a mistake over here.
What is this?
The meanings will not change, but then what happens is, if you don't use the proper vowel signs in higher, as you go through further in Arabic, the subject becomes something. The subject and object is always there. Okay, if you use the u instead of a and a instead of u, the subject becomes the object and the object becomes the subject. You may not perhaps understand now, but don't worry about it. You should know how these 17 words affect. Their only job is they change from any noun from un to in or u to e. This is all you should know. Okay, some exceptions are there that I'll teach you later on. But majority of the cases, whenever these words arrive, okay, this is the result. So today, I will, some question you have?
I got that al. What is that li?
Li is for. Is one of the 17 words. There are some list of 17 which are given you, which act. What they do is, whenever a noun follows this one of the 17, the ending of the noun changes. Like I told you the example, when you see a policeman driving a car or a motorcycle without your documents, your face, the color of your face changes, and that's why he recognizes you. He'll stop nobody else but you. Okay? But the policeman is, if he's not there, again it will be normal. So that's the way it is. So from normal, by default, the vowel is, the noun is having this sign. With the introduction of al, it will take this, and with this, if it is introduced here, this will become in, and if the 17 is coming here, it will become e. What are the words I will see later on? Each word has a different meaning and all those things. Some words are there which have similar meanings also, that we'll see later on. But then, today I'll teach you. Everybody's got the books? Okay. Before you go to the books, I'll just teach you one small thing today. We use this concept of a story to understand something very important. We have told you this. Now what are the 6 words we have learned? If you understand that, if you have known that, please tell me those 17 words. I mean that 6 words we have learned in the story. Yeah. Fataha, what is Fataha? He opened, should be precise. What is your body language? Yeah, show point downwards. Important. Why? Because the past tense, we are talking of past tense. All those guys in the graves are history, past. So show there, he opened. Okay. Fataha. What is the next word? No.
Door.
What did he do? After opening, what did he do?
Kha.
No. Fine, he saw what he did what? He no. He helped. That is Nasara. So your story is something important. If you don't remember the story properly, you will never get the words. This is the trick. It took almost 3 to 4 months for us to understand this concept when we learned. I am trying to teach you maybe in 1 or 2 or 3 classes. And Alhamdulillah, it has become very easy teaching this way. Okay. Not only teaching, even learning becomes easy. The third one was Daraba. That is, what is the meaning of Daraba? He hit. Okay, he opened the door. Then he helped the guy, boy to lift his thing, and then he hit the ball. He hit it. Then Samiya. Where do you use this word Samiya? Yeah, he heard. So he heard the sound. Somebody sitting inside heard the sound when the ball crashed into the window. Then he thought. The word is Hasiba. Remember Hasiba. Sounds are important. The whole, you see, language. The secret of learning a language is understanding sounds. Don't try to spell this and all those things. These are not going to help you initially. Okay. So the sounds are important. So what is that? How do you say he opened? Huh? Fataha. I just write Fa now. Fa like A for apple, B for ball. Fa for Fataha. Then Noon for that is like I saying let's have fun. Fa and Noon is fun. Remember, use some creativity. Okay. Or you can even add a thought, fun. So much of fun. Dal it is actually. Okay, Dal is for Daraba. Sin is for yeah. Ha for and I gave one letter word Ka. Okay. Karuma. Okay. These 6 letters. If you want to put it in any order, you can put, no problem. But then ultimately these 6 are very important. How you learn them is not important. But what it means is important. You can rearrange these words any which way, you can retell the story any which way, whatever way you want. But then these 6 should be there. It has a very big significance, a very important thing as far as learning Arabic grammar is concerned. You will slowly realize that as time goes by. So, we learned this, that huwa, and even the change we read, did you read or not? Huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana, nahnu, hiya and huna we have learned already. But if I want to say, he opened the door, what I should say? Huwa fataha. You can simply say fataha, no problem. If they opened, nahi. This is where the small thing is, okay? That's what we learned to teach you today. It will be from Fataha. This is Fataha. He opened. Fataha. He opened. You can even say Huwa Fataha. But you can drop that Huwa and just say Fataha. Still it holds good. There's nothing wrong in that. Okay? But for us to learn the chain, I am using these words as of now. Later on we will avoid this. The next is in the chain is you, they all. They open will be? No. It will be Hum Fatah. Who? This is extra. What is extra? Who? Hum Fatah. So Fataha is he opened. Fatahu is they opened. So from Nasara be Nasara and same formula. Nasaru. Nasara and Nasaru. From Daraba it will be Daraba. Darabu. From Samiya Samia, Sami'u. The alif, waw and alif. Hasiba.
Alif and it becomes one.
No, this is u, fatah, u. That is alif is just right there. This alif is just there, okay? Questions like this you should ask. If not, you will always be wondering, oh no, wo bola nahi, wow bhi alif hai, kya karna? You go home and wonder. And you don't call. You think you are visiting a call. So, it will become a bigger problem. It will become a big problem. So, from Samia it will be Samia, Sami'u. From Hasiba it will be Hasiba, Hasibu.
This will happen in case of verbs, huh?
Huh?
Verbs.
Yes, this we are talking of now verbs. The chapter of noun is almost over now. Okay, now we come on to verbs. You have seen the verbs, you have seen the particles. The third element you have seen the verbs. And in verbs there are two things, past and present. We are seeing the past first. Present we'll see later on. Karuma se? Karuma? Karumu. Now if I want to say you opened the door. I saw that in the story that you did all those things. You opened, you helped, you hit, you heard, you thought, you did all those things. Then the word for you in Arabic is, you know what? Anta. Right? Anta. So take this ta and add it here. Fatah ta. What is you should say? Fatah ta. For once I am writing the vowel signs, next time I don't do that. Because you know the sounds. Fatah ta. If it is fatah ta, Nasara you help will be? Nasarta. Daraba? Darabta. Samia? Samitta. Hasiba? Hasibta. Karuma? If I teach you 3, that means I teach you 3 into 6, 18. I taught you 18. You have learned 18. We are going to repeat in Arabic literature, this is how it is happening. The pastors are changing like this only. Okay? Now we said antum, you all. I want to say you all helped, you all did the action. So what you do is take this tum. It will be fatahtum. Fatahtum. If it is fatahtum from Nasra, it will be Nasratum. From Daraba, Samia, Hasiba, Karuma. Any verb after that. Jalasa, Khatala. Kay khatal kiya? Where did you kill? Khatal means you all killed it. Okay. There is one ayat in the Quran, Allah Ta'ala says, he expresses wonder. He expresses wonder. What kind of wonder, you know? It says, مَا لَكُمْ لَا تُخَاطِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. Why the hell is that you don't fight in the cause of Allah Ta'ala? Not simply. If everything is fine, you are not fighting. If somebody is depriving you of your rights, you got to fight. Their country, that is cowardness. Somebody is depriving you of your right, you need to fight. Allah asks, مَا لَكُمْ لَا تُخَاطِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. This thing which I am giving is for what? For the sake of sacrifice. It's like a man, Allah this thing you are following. If you are stopping, somebody is stopping you from that, you need to fight. But you don't. Just tell them. Hello? Answana? Follow. Follow, sir. Tu बोले तुमने fatah tu fatah tu कहते मैं अरबी में fatah tu from Nasar it will be Nasar tu from Daraba don't write everything is given to you okay Daraba Samia Samittu I heard the adhan how will you say I heard the adhan Samittu al adhan the adhan al adhan Samittu al adhan. That's how you have to speak Arabic. Kataba is he wrote. I wrote. What? Confidence. Exhibit confidence. Katabtu. I wrote what? A letter. Risala. Katabtu risala. Huh? Katabtu darsa. The lesson. I wrote the lesson. Simple. That's how you have to speak Arabic. Apply. Then we. Allah Ta'ala uses this phrase of we, this tone of we, the plural sense. We created you, okay, we provide you, all those things. And we also ask in Allah Ta'ala so many du'as. Okay, we worship you, we do this, we do that, and we don't do, we come out and do something else. Huh? क्या है?
Fatah.
इया का नाबुदु बोलते हैं, okay, we worship you बोल करके. Bahara karke. Some all that anda and all the stories and all those things. I don't know why. Nahnu. The word nahnu we. It will be fatahtu, fatahna. How do you read this? A alif in this na. Because it's plural form na. Only one is not plural. At least remember na alif should be there. Fatahna. What is this? Fatahna. Nasara. Daraba. Samia. Sami'na. Sami'na wa ata'na. है नहीं? Yes. Sami'na. What is our job? We don't actually, reason in Islam. We just listen and we obey. Listening and obeying is the trick in Islam. You have seen Jannah, but you believe in Jannah. You have seen Malaika, that is the beauty. Believing the unseen. We just listen and we obey. Whom do not follow everybody there. There was a Prophet ﷺ, and from the things passed on to us. Whatever we listen to him, people listen to him from there, they observe, they obey, and it is followed on to us. Okay. Here is she now. Now we want to the story, imagine that story already I given you that word, that you have to use that fatahat. Aurat se dekha gaya? Fatahat. The ta with a sakin. Fatahat. Just like you say aurat in Urdu, for a lady. Take the ta in the ending and add here. Fatahat. Fatahat. There are so many words on this pattern in the Quran. Either samam, fatarat, udar, kawakim, tasirat, udar, jabal, fujirat. All this ta, sakin in the surah you take. Everywhere it means something to do with feminine. أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت وإلى السماء كيف رفعت وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت. Though you don't know the rest of the meaning, at least you know, okay, some feminine is being told. Something is feminine gender here. Hunna, fatahna, just na. Because the noon, like the plural of ladies is nisa in Arabic. So the remember of this noon, add it here, fatahna. So now what happens is, we will quickly go through all the 8 combinations of every verb now. Okay? First there is nothing in the beginning and ending. Then there is a u. Okay? Then there is a ta, antaka. Then there is a tum. Then there is no, tu, na. Okay? Ta sakin and na. Now go through this. Fataha, fatahu, fatahta, fatahtum. Fatahtu. Use the body language. If you don't use body language, you'll never learn. One thing is for sure. If you want to accelerate your learning time, want to learn it sooner, you use the body language. Okay? And mind you, we are going to finish the first term in 20 hours. So if you are slow, don't blame me. Okay? Fatahtu, fataha, fatahu, fatahta, fatahtum, fatahtu, fatahna, fatahat. For left hand. Fatahat. Imagine it's a left hand on the lady, singular. Ta written on her forehead, or what it is. Fatahat, fatahna. From Nasara it will be Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarta, Nasartum, Nasartu, Nasarna. Imagine the noon alif written on your chest. Nasarat, Nasarna. From Daraba it will be Daraba, Darabu. See, this is where you are going wrong. You should start from right. This is my right. That is your right. Daraba, Darabu, Darabta, Darabtum, Darabtu, Darabna, Darabat, Darabna. Samia se? Samia, Samihu, Samita, Samitum, Samitu, Samitna, Samiyat, Samitna. Sami'ana nahi, Samitna. Samitna. Sakin is there in the last letter. Karuma? No, before that Hasiba is there. Hasiba, Hasani, Hasib. Hasiba, Hasibu, Hasibta, Hasibtu, Hasibtu, no tam. Hasibtu, Hasibtu, oh, then no tam. Finger.
Oh.
Hasibtu, hasibat, karma, karmu, 4 fingers, one four, karumta, karumtum, karumtu, karumna, karumat. If you don't know any Arabic, no problem. But first and foremost, to learn Arabic in our academy, you have to know at least do this much. 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4. This change, if you are not able to do, please don't come. You'll be wasting your time. This you should get in your mind. Everything, whatever little you are going to learn, it's going to be on this pattern. It may take 1 day, 2 days, 20 days, no problem. But practice sincerely. Okay? So that is how it is. So today, I will just take you through the first lesson of the book, books which have been given to you. So it's high time we start the books now. These are all what we learned so far is the basics, the basic foundation. The book is something which is going to be taught now. They will apply things, what I learned will apply there. But the actual knowledge is the foundation. If you have any doubts here, please ask. Not 1 time, 10 times, no problem. But you should not have any doubts in all those things which have been taught till today. Because all this is going to reflect there when you are going to again learn from here, we are going to again revisit that. At that time you should not be wondering. So the more strong you are here, going to the book will be easy. So we will be teaching you the 20 lessons in the first 1 to 20 in the level 1.